Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. So today I am making a pasta salad and I've been wanting to make this one, and it's a Skinnymixers recipe and it's the Yum Yum pasta salad. So this is a huge recipe. It uses a whole bag of pasta. So I am going to go halves with this. I'm going to do half. And I'll just halve everything as we go. So the very first thing she says is to cook the pasta as per the packet instructions in boiling salted water, drain, rinse under cold water and chill. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to get our pasta cooked and in the fridge. So I'm using the boiled pasta recipe in Cookie Do. I know. No, that was bothering me. I had my head cut off. I just moved the camera a little bit. Rightio. So we're going to start cooking. And I'm going to use, I'm pretty sure this is the one, Barilla. No, I've got the Balducci. Fusilli. Fusilli. I don't know how to pronounce it. So, and we're going to start off with checking in our bowl to make sure it is dry and clean. And we're going to add 1,200 grams of water. So I'll have to get more because I've only got a litre here. Okay, so we want 1,200. A little bit more. Perfect. Rightio. Now I don't know what this recipe says to how much pasta it says to cook. Next. And now we're going to put the lid on and just bring that to the boil. So, and we're using kettle mode. So this is another standalone mode. If you want to boil the water, you can go, and it's got a kettle mode. Rightio, I will be back. And so this hasn't got a time. This is just got a temperature it's going to reach. You know, they want it to reach 100 degrees. So once it gets to 100 degrees, the Thermomix will chime and we'll be ready to keep going. So our water is boiling. Next, we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of sea salt. And then 320 grams of pasta. Okay, let's get that 196. And we're going to do 250. And I know I'm disobeying the recipe. 249, there we go. And then we're going to go next. Cook without the lid. And then we're going to set the time to, I'm pretty sure this is 11 minutes. Hang on. 11 minutes. So we go here. Set time. Okay. And so this is we're doing quite a few modes here. This is our open cooking. Rightio. And then once again we've got the little symbol which shows that it is a mode. And it says to push it down, but I don't have to because it is I didn't mean to tap that. It is pasta, not spaghetti. Rightio, I'll be back in 11 minutes. Okay. So next, what do we do there? Oh, that's right. That's exactly what we did. So it says set time we've done that, and then drain and serve. So what I'm going to do is, I don't mind if this is a little more al dente, simply because it's going to be a salad and it'll soak up some of the dressing. But I'll have a little go. Yep. Perfect. I am going to, I don't own a colander, so I just use my aroma tray to drain the pasta through. And I'm going to drain this, put it in a dish in the fridge and let it cool, and then we'll come back later on to finish our salad. Rightio. So we're going to make the dressing. So the pasta, I rinsed it really well in cold water. I've put it in the fridge and it's chilled. I've chopped up, you can't see it. It says to dice up one large green and one large red and one large green. So I've just done a red capsicum. I love capsicum and pasta in a cold salad together. I just love the crispy with the creamy sort of mixture. What is it? You know, I don't know what the word is. It'll come to me later. Anyway, so we're going to use manual mode. So the dressing is pretty simple. It is just bung everything in the Thermomix and whiz it up. So the main thing I did with my Thermomix today was boil the pasta. I've rinsed the Thermomix. I haven't washed it. So I'm just going to throw everything in and whiz it together, and then we'll toss it through our salad. Rightio. So we'll go to manual mode, and there it is there. So now we want our scales. I don't know. Oh, we do. So, and half. We're doing a half serve because I've only done half the pasta. So it's 150 grams of cubey mayonnaise, which is, what's that, 75? Okay. Perfect. So I did one the other day that used, what was it, a chicken sandwich filling. It used Kewpie mayonnaise too. I had the mayonnaise was on special, so I bought a couple of bottles, but I usually make my own. Okay, tear. 30 grams of tomato paste. So we want 15 grams of tomato paste. What's that? Perfect. It's a little over, but that's okay. 20 grams of rice wine vinegar. So I'm going to read what it says on the recipe, but I'm only going to do half. So that's 10. Um, 20 grams of caster sugar. So I haven't got any caster sugar made. I've got to make some. So 10. And what is that? That's 10 grams. Rightio. That's all I'm putting on. 20 grams of Worcestershire sauce, which I haven't got. I actually walked around the house with that recipe, picking up everything I needed, and I still forgot stuff. Okay, so that's 20. 10. We got 10. Rightio. Then it says 20 grams of salted butter. So I'm going to use 10 grams, but I'm just going to use this one. So tear, because, and it's supposed to be melted, but it is a pretty hot day today, so I reckon that will melt in no time in there when I whiz it together. 1 teaspoon of sweet paprika, so this is going to be half. Half a teaspoon. Okay, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, so that's 1/4 of a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of salt, so that's a pinch of salt, and a pinch of black pepper. Ta-da! Righto. So it's 10 seconds, speed 4, so 10, speed 4. So if you're looking for things that you can make that will save money in your Thermomix, salad dressings are one. They are such simple ingredients that you can just have in the cupboard, you know, like it's oil, vinegar, sugar, and some herbs and spices. There are other things as you go, but for the most part, they are just really super simple ingredients. Now what I'm going to do, I'll give this a stir. Okay. And I'm going to do that again because there are still some chunks of, you know, like dressing and that hasn't blended in. A salad dressing. What is it? Mayonnaise. Right, yeah. Right, 10 seconds. Speed 4, go. So 8 seconds it's taken me to make that salad dressing, other than measuring the ingredients. And it emulsifies your oil and vinegar together really well. So I'm going to grab my pasta.